What the? Okay, got it.
Let me see. What the fuck?
Let me know when you're ready.
I'm on. I think I'm on. Yeah, I'm on.
Start live video.
I did that and it was doing that.
Okay, give it a second.
I don't know why it's not starting live video. Let me
Good.
try to.
Go ahead. We are here.
Let.
My girl Kaylee's birthday today. But that just kills me how people $40
Right.
and you're bothering me. We're friends, but we're not friends like that. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because she sent an Instagram message to me that told me, well, can I borrow $40? And I didn't see it all day. Okay, I'm not one of those people that stay on my phone all day. If I'm doing something, I'm gone. She goes, oh, I guess, friend. She said something about friendship or something. I was like, what does money have to do with? Because I don't give you the money, we're not friends.
$40. Listen, I understand you probably got some shit going on, but.
No, but I hate, especially when women do that. They antiquate your loyalty or your friendship to them to how much money you give them.
It's manipulative. It's manipulation is what it is. You're not giving me my way, then I'm a demonize. It's the same thing as like, well, if you don't give me some money, you ain't gonna see your kids.
Right.
It's the same concept. All right, let's see, because I still have some shit coming in.
Okay.
And I think that's clear by now.
I just don't understand that. It's like, what does that have to do with if I give it to you or not? What if I don't? What if I don't do that?
Right.
I don't give money to my friends because I want to maintain friends.
And I don't think people understand that. But it's like you had to come all the way across the ocean for $40.
$40, right? You don't have friends that have. That's what I'm saying. You don't have. I don't know. You got grown kids. Can't inconvenience them.
It's crazy.
But I see you on Instagram doing all this shit.
See, the internet is the devil. It is, because it's like you fronting and stunting and shit.
Mm-hmm. You get exposed.
And then you asking me for money. Hey, that's free for $5.89. Cash App is the devil.
Joshua Brown.
And I'm talking about bullying.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what happens. Hey, there's free for $5.
Is the devil and bully. Okay. That's top. Done.
All right, goddammit.
Start live video. There we go. All right, you ready?
I am ready.
All right, you guys, welcome. We'll give you guys a second to come on live. As you see, you are with Shakur.
Wait,
and my girl.
What was your name?
Manobi.
Manolo.
Yeah, Manolo.
Manolo.
Yeah, Manolo.
And I'm Guguletu.
Guguletu. That means side chick extraordinaire.
Nah. Hello, everybody.
Yes.
I'm giving it a minute for everybody to come on and for Donovan to do his thing on his podcast. He's actually going to take the lead. But so while we're waiting, as you see, Donovan is in, I don't even know if it's rare form anymore.
Really rare form. I'm keeping it real.
Is that what it is?
When keeping it real goes wrong.
Real wrong. Okay, when keeping it real goes way wrong. So anyway, as you guys can see, it is we're calling it Free Flow Fridays because right now we're on Fridays due to him and mine, or mine and him, or Donovan and I's. Our schedule is all over the place. So Friday is the best day we can get together. And so, and Lolo, that's his Zulu name, and it means warrior, conqueror. Manolo is Donovan's name, warrior, conqueror, and mine is Guguletu, which means precious, special, beautiful, awesome, tiny little things. No, I'm just kidding. Donovan, like, that lady didn't tell you all that.
Right. I just remember something about side chicken rump shaker.
No, you lying.
Side chicken rump shaker.
Google that too means special things or something like that. So anyway, those are the names we were given in South Africa. So I'm ready whenever you are, crazy ass.
Here we go. Get ready, you guys. So we are going to try to do something a little different here. Okay, we are recording there. And let's go live here. All right, you guys, it's been a minute. Donovan Sadiq and Demetra K, as known as Google 2. Welcome again, my brothers. Keep the revolution going on strong if you're watching here on YouTube and Facebook. We are on iHeartRadio, you name it, Podbean Cast, Twitter, blah, 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 so on and so on and so forth.
Speaker, Spotify.
All of that stuff. All of that stuff. Now, what we are trying to do here is to spread the message and get a little understanding between us and you guys over there that are watching us live. That you see right behind, especially though you guys are watching live, there's the green screen. And what we want you to do is pull that green screen up and see who's actually pulling the levers and what's going on, which is usually me.
And his wig.
Yeah, and my wig. I bought this. This ain't no wig. You know, so I'm gonna use the same excuses y'all use. So
you
today,
got the receipt?
Yeah, I got the receipt. You damn right I did. Got it. So, you know, it's been a while. Like I said, like Lee was saying, on Fridays, that's where our schedules kind of mesh up because unlike a lot of people, I'm going through a voc rehab program where they're going to pay me to go to school to learn something I already know, which to me is easy money, right? And plus, you know, socialization, you know, in the school I'm going to, I'm an alumni there. And unfortunately, D, a lot of us, we leave money, good money on the table for no apparent reason. Now, if you're a veteran out there and they have this Chapter 35, which is the voc rehab program, they're going to pay you to go to school to learn something different or to enhance. Me? No, you're not a vet.
How would they know?
Because you don't have an ID card.
But I've been on the basis quite a bit.
Yeah, well we know you would be that Chapter 35 asterisk.
Right.
Yeah. That statue of that chick. You and your girls. Yeah. We got you guys on a special list. You definitely supported the troops.
Honorary. You know how they be giving celebrities honorary degrees?
Yes, definitely supported the troops. She definitely did that. So we need y'all. We love y'all.
Okay.
So but you know, we don't really leave that money on the thing, but you'll be surprised at how many veterans leave millions of dollars sitting on the table. Yeah, you got GI Bill, but let's say you run out of your GI Bill. I'm a veteran that ran out of the GI Bill because I used it all. Right. So I said, they had this other program. I said, what? Let me go get that too.
Let me guess. You're going to barbering school.
I could, but voc rehab covers that.
Maybe you should.
No. I'm not going to go to barbering school. But, you know, the thing is you got to maintain a 75% in the class, a C average, and they're going to pay you for these classes. And, you know, and I'm taking classes that I'm familiar with.
Right.
So, you know, the path of least resistance, and it's more socialization. Because I could take the $3,000, $2,000, whatever money they're giving me, and I can go do other things with it, pay off bills and, you know, and go on vacations and all that other stuff. So anyway.
And for those of you guys on the radio, Donovan has this mop wig on his head. And so.
Yes. Hey, like I said, I am for the struggle. We're keeping it real. When keeping it real is keeping it real. I'm trying to keep it real. And if you guys don't know, for on the radio, Dee has her African braids in, trying to go with the, you know, her thing. So we're keeping it Afrocentric. So anyway, what we're going to talk about today is Cash App is the devil.
Well, whatever do you mean by that, Manolo?
What I mean by that, I'm glad you asked that question.
And we're going to get you guys comments on Facebook as
give
well.
us a second. I'm glad you asked that question. Ever since, okay, Dee, let me ask you this.
Okay.
A person with money, do you think Donald Trump, he doesn't have any money, but he acts like he does. Donald Trump or a Mark Zuckerberg or a Jeff Bezos, do you think that they use Cash App?
I don't know, but they're probably. If I had to guess whether those people use a Cash App system, and for you guys don't know what Cash App is, because Donovan doesn't know necessarily. Cash App is a system or a way of transferring money immediately from one person to the other.
Mhm.
It is hooked up to your bank account or some form of cash. Where somebody says, "Hey, I ran out of gas. Can you send me some money through Cash App?"
Mhm.
Yeah, sure. They send it to you, and bam, it's right there. And depending on how much it is, they charge you a fee. But to answer your question, I don't. Maybe.
No, rich people do not use Cash App. Some of the rich people that I know of, and I ask them about it, they're like, "What's that?"
Okay, so tell us why Cash App is the devil.
Cash App is the devil because, unfortunately, after our trip to Soweto in South Africa, where we've actually seen abject poverty, but everybody had satellite dishes on their shacks. Um, it opened my eyes. Like I said, I was really open by that. I mean, and I'm still touched by that.
We can see.
Yeah, it's still thing. I'm in solidarity, my brothers and sisters. Okay, Cash App is, like I said, to me, it's people that have money or means. You don't need to do that because I have my money, you have your money.
Okay.
And
But what about if somebody who doesn't have money and they know you have some money, say, "Can you send me some money?"
no, I'm not going to do that because that's
Just download that. You don't even have that Cash App.
I don't have any of that. And the thing is, because I know my people and I know my family members and things like that.
I'm gonna get to you guys' comments.
If I had Cash App, I would constantly be barraged with people asking me for money. Now, what kills a elephant? 1,000 cuts can kill an elephant.
Okay.
So if I had Cash App, 1,000 requests will kill my bank account.
Not yours.
Yes, mine.
Not maybe 2,000.
Yeah, okay, 2,000. Okay, maybe 2,000 of them. So I intentionally don't use those apps because I don't want to give my money out. Like I said, there's only two people I will give my money to, and that's my brother and my mother, my immediate family.
What about your boo thing?
No. And we're all banked in the same system. My mom doesn't, we don't have Cash App money because we all bank together. So if they needed money, I can transfer them money to their bank account directly because we were in the same.
So why have we deemed Cash App to be the devil?
Because what it is it's another extension of roaching.
Then break it on down, brother. What is roaching?
Roaching, again, for those who don't follow the show, when roaches have nothing to eat, they start eating themselves and each other. They start cannibalizing each other. And to me, Cash App in the Black community, in the brown community, in the poor community is another form of roaching.
Okay.
I could be wrong, but I doubt it.
Well, I'm going to tell you guys, I have Cash App, okay? Now, I have Cash App for people to send me money for certain things. Never because I'm requesting. I might need to pay somebody something.
Sure.
So I use Cash App for those reasons. But for the reasons that you've been requested,
yes.
Several times. In the last, I would say, couple of weeks. I don't necessarily think that's good. And so we've called Cash App the devil, you guys. Well, he has, because I like Cash App.
No, it has some application. Like I said, if I wanted to put Cash App for this show so you guys could send us some money.
No, they'd be like, remember
exactly. It's roaching.
Right. Because a lot of times, especially in Donovan's experience, people will say, well, hey, can I borrow X amount of dollars? And he's like, well, how am I supposed to get it to you? Then they're like, oh, just send it through Cash App.
Or PayPal or Zelle. Is that the other one? Zelle. I mean, and the funny thing is when they try to break this stuff down to me, they know all the applications. And I'm like, what? What's a Zelle?
Boo, just go ahead and send it through Cash App. $ big booty.
Yeah. I'm just like, huh? What? And then the people.
Donna was like, did I meet you at the Nasty Kitty last night?
Yes. And then the people that do owe me money that wanted to pay me back because we're in a global thing, like this one friend of mine, she's on Zelle. So I'll pay you back every month in Zelle. And she's been doing that. Right? She hasn't done it this month. Okay? You see what I'm saying?
Right. Okay.
And it's just it's
So Donovan thinks Cash App, and let me know what you guys think. Donovan thinks it's another Cash App and money systems like it is another extension for roaching,
Yes.
for people to have easy access to the money you've earned and saved when they've been responsible.
And then what kills me is you have friends, and then they will put your friendship, if you don't give them the money on it, like, oh, I guess we weren't, they make it seem like, oh, well,
it's a form of manipulation.
Yeah. And
you
I'm just like,
bastard.
It's like, wait a minute, what does that got to do with our friendship?
You should give me the money. You know I need it.
Maybe I don't give you the money like I don't give my relatives the money.
You Scrooge. You have a cold heart.
Wait a minute.
What's under your wig?
A cold ball head from these dead hands. And I know it's kind of funny, but no, okay. For those of you guys that know me, okay, my family is a very big family, okay? Now, my mom, when my father passed, my immediate family is my mom and my brother.
Yes.
Those are the only people that I am obligated to give them money without question, because they will do it for me. Everybody outside of that circle, oh no, you're not getting the damn
what you
thing.
need it for.
Yeah.
I didn't give you enough money last night at the strip club.
Exactly. I made it rain several times. You know what I'm saying? So for those of you guys that know, matter of fact, I think a couple months ago before we went to South Africa, didn't I put out a APB and said, I am not giving money to friends and family?
Are you sure you said that? Because
I'm
ever
sure.
since then, the floodgates
That's
have been
what I'm
open.
saying. And don't get me wrong, I'm not hurting for friends, but I've already told you guys, my policy is, because I'd rather have you be mad at me as a friend than not have you as a friend. I've lost a lot of friends over money.
Yeah.
And it's just sad. It's
a
sad thing.
That is really sad.
And it's not, and I lost them not because I didn't give them the money. I gave them the money. They didn't give it back to me. Because if you tell me, Donovan, can I borrow? What's the definition of borrow?
Like just temporary. I'll give it back to you.
Right. Now, if I say, could you give me?
Then that means don't look for it back.
Exactly. So you got to be very careful of the words you use when you're going to do a money transaction.
I need to take notes of that next time.
Yeah.
Use give and not borrow.
Now, just because you say give doesn't mean I'm going to give it to you.
Right.
But still, you know what I mean? So,
right.
And it's the principle of it. I don't care if it's $20, $100 or whatever the deal is. It's just, it is what it is. So,
let me say this. If you see me on here, why is you calling me on Messenger to talk? Why? Prevail.
Yes.
Prevail. You see me on here, why is you calling me?
Who's
what you want? I don't know.
Oh, okay.
What you want to talk about?
So, ladies and gentlemen, listening and stuff like that, watching, what is your thoughts on this Cash App thing? And I'm going to give you the best advice I can give you. For those of you that have money, like I said, I understand, it makes it easier transactions and stuff, but I avoid it completely. And I'm going to tell you, it's just less headache.
Okay.
And,
well, let's see what the people say. What's up, Facebook? Tay says, hey, black folks. What?
Hey,
Tony.
I see your parents are over there in Paris. How come they didn't invite me? How come they didn't invite me?
Well, look at your head. No. And Tony says, Professor D, what's happening?
Yes.
And hello to everybody who was watching at this point. Mm-hmm. Zanzi, what's up? Mm-hmm. And Brandy, hello.
Hey, Brandy.
Let's see. Laura says, I love Cash App. Oh. and Brandy's laughing, and Laura says she loves Cash App. She just wants you to know that again. And everybody's agreeing with some form of what we said. And Brandy says, wow, my circle is small.
Yes.
Yeah, sometimes it has to be, but even small circles be trying to get in your pocket.
Yes, and I mean, and this stuff will break you. I mean, if everybody, takes off a couple bucks, you look at your account, now because this Cash App, those automatic payments, now you're short. Then you got to pay the late fee and the
Cash App has become very convenient. And Tay says, Donovan, you can drop me some money on Cash App at $Cappuccino Booty 69.
We can talk about that a little bit. Oh, wow.
Hey, Nancy says, don't be asking for money, and I see you at the casino. Happened to your mom and I.
Yep.
So my mom and her used to hit the casino, and I guess
some
Found some
friends of
people
theirs.
up and they're like, oh, hey.
Yeah.
I'm just here with my friend.
Mhm.
We ain't really just.
Yes. Yeah. So I'm going to reiterate again for those that listen to the show and watch me and stuff. My policy is I do not loan money to friends and family. That just doesn't happen. And if I do happen to do it, it's not even a loan. If I give it to you, I give it to you, and that's it. I'm done.
My mom, Nancy, that you brought that up, used to have a policy that says don't lend money if you expect to be paid back.
Mhm.
Basically, if you're going to give the money, don't give it from like your rent money or your car note money or, you
Right.
know, your phone bill.
Right. I'm not going to put myself in jeopardy.
Yeah, let it be money that if you get it back, great. If you don't, whatever. It's not going to cause you any harm.
Well, here's the sad thing about it, too, and I look at this. From everything in South Africa, I can take my money, which I did, bald-headed. I went to the barbershop twice in a week. Felt good, too. Like the good old days.
Figure out, like, why?
The good old days.
He ain't got no hair.
Right. The good old days. It made me feel good. Anyway.
Right.
But the money that I gave that guy did him so much more than it would somebody here who I see is partying over here, got the Jordans on and whatever. I would rather do it that way and give it to somebody where the money is going to make a difference.
Yeah, helping him keep his business open.
It's going to make a difference. Not somebody who's tricking the money off because they don't got their finances together or whatever.
And Charlie says, no way, no Cash App, only Andrew Yang $2021
1,000 UBIs. Yep. Absolutely.
Right. You know, yeah.
It sounds like we need it more than ever now, don't it?
Right. But then that maybe a Cash App request will go up because they're like, I know you getting that UBI. You don't need it.
Yes. So again, for those guys that remember that it's just, to me, it's another form of roaching.
Hey, Sydney.
People that have money do not use those applications. To me, it's just another ghetto way of dogging each other out. Now, I mean, not in all cases. If you got a business and you do what you do, I could use if I use Cash App for quick money for this show, I would use it. But see, we give this show away for free.
I would say this about Cash App, and Sydney says no Cash App either.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, I have Cash App. Cash App, like a lot of things, its original purpose is, to send people
money.
It's almost like Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
What was the original purpose of Facebook? To keep in contact with your friends and family.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's for everything under the sun and then some.
Right.
So it's the same thing. Unfortunately, when people get a hold of certain things, they do abuse it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Daddy, can you send me $40?
Mm-hmm.
All that kind of stuff. So, I think it has become a vehicle and a way for people, as you say, to roach, because I've been irresponsible all month long and I have some, short or a bill that I need to meet or whatever. Hell, maybe I want to go to the club.
Well, what I don't understand, especially when it comes to the women, you got these men that you're screwing or and you got all these friends that are thirsty on your Facebook or Instagram post, and you can't come up with $40? $50?
I mean, I agree.
$100?
I agree with that. As I said, I mean, I use Cash App for various reasons to receive and send money. A lot of people who do services for people, legal services. I'm talking about legal services. I ain't talking about those services.
Okay.
I ain't talking about the $40 services. What could you get with $40 for that?
Not much in this economy.
What could $40 buy you?
Not much in this economy.
I mean, if like there was a trade going on for 40, like what?
Not much in this economy. Maybe a lick. Maybe.
Legal services.
Oh, legal services.
People use Cash App and things like that for legal services.
Yeah.
Okay, I rendered you a service. Okay, go ahead and get that Cash App.
Yeah, well, I can see if you're just starting your business and you're getting that, you want quick cash and stuff, and you kind of get your little thing going. But people that have money, really, and most of my friends that I know that have money, they don't use those things because they have money. They just don't need to use it.
Well, it ain't for them.
Right.
It's for people who need the money.
Right.
Right. So.
Right.
But
and then don't get mad. And wait, we forgot this part. Then if you don't have this app, they tell you how to download it, what application it is.
Okay, boo. What you do is you go to the Play Store. You got what you got? A George, you got an Apple. Okay, go to the Play Store. Is that what it's called?
Yeah, the
Play Store and go and get the Cash App on there. It's easy, boo. Just push install. Put all your stuff in there and then go to what is it? $$ cappuccino big booty 69.
Love it. But here's what they're not telling you. You got a lot of Nigerians out here.
Hey, watch your mouth.
No.
Let me talk about my people.
Yeah, that's right. She's part Nigerian. But you got really some smart, educated Africans out here, right? Now, to use these apps, I'm sure you have to give them your routing number to your bank account.
Oh, with the apps you do.
Yeah, with the apps.
It's internal for your personal stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
So isn't that I'm a pretty good computer guy. I could probably hack a back door and clean your account out.
You'd have to go through the Cash App system.
True, but it could be done. That's my whole point. It's just like when you if you have automatic payment for let's say your lights through Southern California Edison, right? Mm-hmm. Then you say, I'm moving, I gotta go. It might take 2 months for them to get you out of the system so they don't do that automatic payment. You know what I'm saying? They're still in your account.
See, you would have to have a Cash App to know how it works.
Yes.
I mean, it's really simple and it's easy.
No, I understand that. But what I'm saying is there's still a backdoor way to get into it.
I think what we also need to realize, and let's see, Charlie said are so real, man. I think we also need to realize that we are living in the age of, what is this age of?
21st century. Buck Rogers.
Technology, Donovan. I know when you would pay for the booty back in the day, you'd write a check.
That's it.
But now
I write a check and some green stamps.
Right. Exactly. Blue chip stamps and stuff.
You know?
But now we're living in the technology, the age of technology where everything is
cashless money.
Yeah.
Cashless money.
You guys, I never, ever, ever carry cash.
Yeah,
if I
don't
carry cash, it's rare.
Right. Like
extremely rare. I haven't had money in my purse. Mm-hmm. I came in probably since we came back. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. From South Africa. So for me, I like to do everything digital.
Yeah, me too. I like it too.
I like to pay my bills digital and all that kind of stuff. And so for me too, for me, if I have money in my purse, I'm probably gonna spend it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm that kind of person that I'll spend.
Yeah, so I'd rather not.
But the thing is, with my friends and family, I like to spend my money that I worked hard for and I earned.
Right. Hey, Joe, it says, peace, Queen Donovan and fam. And Nancy says, just use the Cube deposit only. That's that thing too. You talking about the Cube where you swipe your card and all of that. I think that's more like for a vendor. You go somewhere and you say, I don't have cash. Okay, let me swipe your card on the Cube or whatever.
Yeah, no,
I couldn't see you doing.
Yeah, no, I don't do any of that. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not downing people that use it, but what I'm saying is, I'm comfortable not doing those things.
Right.
So where I'm at, and don't get mad at me because I don't have Cash App and I can't help you with your.
Well, no, nobody should get mad at you. That is your prerogative if you want to write checks. Travis says, I use Cash App a few times. What's up to you, by the way? A few times a year to help out family or friends. Mm-hmm. It's a better alternative than Western Union, which is $15, or my bank, which charges more or takes longer.
Yeah.
And that's the point Donovan was making too, Travis. He was saying, so when he tells people, I don't have a Cash App, it's like, well, you can Western Union. And he's like, okay, great. But now I'm paying to send you money. Mm-hmm. Now I got to pay the fee to send you money because for whatever reason you came up, on a shortfall or whatever the case was. And so are you going to run me my fees back too?
It's funny. I'd say about 20 years ago, this person let him borrow money and they owed me the money back, right? So they Western Union it to me. So let's say it's worth $200.
Yeah.
Guess how much they sent me? They owed me $200.
$185.
$185. That's what I'm saying. Roaching. No fairness in the system whatsoever. No fairness.
Well, I when I got to the Western Union, I took $200, and I didn't know. So, but I send it to you.
I've been waiting on that for almost 30 years. I didn't want to bring it up. But no, I'm just, it's just sad. So everybody out there, seriously, if you want to use it, that's great. But at the same time, I think it's a very negative in our community because it keeps us at a certain level.
I just think it depends on what you're using it for. Now, if somebody using it, to manipulate you and all of that, okay, that's pretty silly. But can you guys explain to me what this whole $40 phenomenon is? I see people talking about, women asking for $40, the denomination or whatever, of $40. What is it? What's with the $40? Is it like a running joke? It's like gone completely over my head. And Cindy says, not really, D. They can hack your phone even if your phone is turned off. That is pretty scary. Yeah. I do everything on my phone.
Oh. Yep.
I do banking.
Yep.
Cash App even, everything. So I don't save my passwords though on my phone.
I know, because you're constantly re-putting passwords
Yeah,
in.
you're right, because I don't, just, for whatever reason. And then Jonelle says, turn your paper notes to gold and silver as much as you can.
Yeah,
consider the time.
Yep.
We could, Jonelle, however, when the sugar babies want money from Donovan, he can't cash app gold.
Right. I can't cash app it out. And I don't understand that. You got a man and you're asking me for money.
What's up with that, you guys? What's up with that?
And then when I don't give it to you, you get mad.
Did you say where your man at?
I did say that. It's like, well, it's
what did they say?
Wait. It's $40. Your man, wait, you giving up
all
that?
That's what I'm saying. So when you saying where your man at, what did they say?
Oh, I don't want to ask him. But you're sleeping with him, or you're living with him, or I just don't understand it.
Don't want to ask him.
Don't want to inconvenience him. I guess I'm just it's just unbelievable. It's just unbelievable.
Well, what you think you're doing to me?
Exactly. I mean, I could be taking my $40 and buying my dog and cat there that little nice little harness they wanted with the bling bling, because you know how Misty is. Yeah.
At the Nasty Kitty.
Right. But real quick, before we transition, real quick, I wanted to talk about the what's his name?
Joshua Brown.
Brown.
He says, and don't use the new Facebook currency as well.
Yeah,
I don't even know anything about that.
Yeah, I don't want to get involved in any of that, because to me, it's a new way to steal money.
I haven't even. I might have heard of it, but not really familiar with it at all.
But the Joshua Brown thing, you guys should be very alarmed at that situation. The Dallas Police Department basically said that this guy now, after the case, he's a drug dealer. We found a marijuana. 3 Negroes from Louisiana drove 400 and something miles to get weed from him and then shot him and whatever. That is a sad case. And if I lived in Dallas, I would be frightened for my life right now, because D, you took law in college. I took law in college. Before I put anybody on the witness stand, I'm going to vet them and make sure that they are going to be a credible witness. This is how simple it is to be a credible witness, right? Why would I put a known drug dealer on the witness stand to corroborate whatever I'm trying to get them to corroborate? Wouldn't that be a witness that'd be like, there's no credibility to that?
No, absolutely. And I don't even know if it was known. And so if you guys, Joshua Brown was the witness in the Botham Jean murder trial, with actually Amber Guyger's murder trial. She murdered Botham Jean, the black man that was in his house eating ice cream, and she went in and she murdered him, and now she's serving a 10, but probably will do a 5-year sentence. And so Joshua Brown was the prosecution's star witness, who testified that he heard and saw different things that Amber Guyger testified actually happened. So he was murdered last Friday night, up until I think it was Sunday, maybe Monday or so. Nobody knew exactly what happened to him. The police department, everybody was going to vow to find the killers and all this other stuff. So they ended up finding the killers. Allegedly, as Donovan was saying, it was 3 guys who drove away from, I think it was Lafayette, Louisiana, Alexandria, Louisiana, to Houston, which is roughly a 6 hour.
Yeah, 6 hour, about a 6 hour.
About a 6 hour drive
to buy weed. I'm sure they got weed in Louisiana,
and it wasn't even a lot of weed.
Right, 12 pounds,
and then some cartridges or something like that. And they found about $4,000 or so
in cash
in his being Joshua Brown's house once they served a search warrant.
Right, based on tips. Now, on that search warrant, now remember, this ain't like Joshua Brown lived in the hood. He lived in a white neighborhood. I want you guys to think about this. They're calling the police on black people for just doing barbecues.
Right.
Selling water.
Right.
So if he was selling weed in the open like that and strange people are pulling up, don't you think white people would have been calling the police long before?
And to your other point, I mean, the prosecution, now, wouldn't have necessarily been for the prosecution. I'm sure the prosecution would have vetted, and Sydney, help us out here, that would have vetted Joshua Brown because that's their star witness, but it definitely would have been the job of the defense to go through his life, because from what I understand, the young lady, her name escapes me, the one that actually shot the video, she was disqualified as a witness because she had something in her background. I can't remember what it was. It wasn't no drugs or nothing like that.
I think she was tricking her. No.
Something small, but they disqualified her as a potential witness. And so here we have the police officers, and of course they use the brother They use a brother to get up there.
Yeah,
Officer.
because the punk ass police chief, the damn side chick bitch, didn't want to be out there, so she's gonna throw the brother out there to speak for her because her credibility is gone. It's true. You get these black women up there, and it's not just black women, black men too, that do white supremacy. There's something wrong with this case. Well, why did you put this brother up there to speak? Why can't you speak? You're the damn chief.
Well, sounds like that got under your wig a little bit.
If you get him
So yeah, they used the black police officer to get up there and say all that I told you.
The assistant,
found some weed and all this other stuff, and he was a drug dealer. And
case closed.
Deal gone bad and blah blah blah. But
I don't believe it. I don't believe it.
The defense is working on behalf of police officers, which they being white supremacy, Blue Lives Matter, All Lives Matter, all these people have tried their damnedest to get Amber Guyger off the hook, up into including raising all the money for her bail and her legal defense.
Fees,
So you mean to tell me that something is, if he's a big time, dope dealer, that slipped through the cracks?
Right. And you're going to put him on the stand.
And you're going to put him on the stand. So that's right there. When I heard that, I was like, next.
Yeah. I don't believe it.
I mean, y'all couldn't have came up with a better story.
And the thing is, what message are you sending? These policemen are sending a message to these witnesses that if you testify against us, we're going to murder you.
That's exactly what's happening. But I'm sorry. I don't believe the story that they told.
And they keep changing the story.
Right. And then let's see here. And then Nancy, you said like and coin and stick to it and stick it. And then Cindy says, is Donovan advocating tricking?
Maybe.
It just depends. It depends on what time of day you ask him.
Yeah.
And then you say, why should I think we be alarmed? And then Tay says, why would anyone drive from Louisiana to Texas for weed when it's medically legal in Louisiana?
Yes. The story makes no sense.
It makes absolutely no sense at all.
I would seriously be terrified to be living in Dallas right now as a black man.
Well, hell, anyway, now, if you think about it, and Cindy says, we have seen this before.
Yeah, we have.
Yeah, and then Cindy's asking you why something. And then you also say, Sydney, also add he was shot last year with his friend outside of a strip club. Yeah, it was shot in the foot or something like that.
Yeah, the foot, yeah.
And so it was saying he was scared then. Why, I don't really know for sure, but he was scared of something. And guys, I'm itching my eyes because we've had such bad wind here.
Yeah, Santa Ana's.
In fact, I still think I got like a rock in my eye from yesterday when I was exercising. So my eyes are irritated. And the chapter says, let's not forget the black woman who filmed Amber right after the shooting. People kept calling her job, saying she was a black radical and anti-police until her employer got fed up and fired her.
Sure did.
They stripped her pharmacist license and took her retail website off Twitter and Facebook.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I heard about that too.
Right. So they did all of that to her, but yet they let this big time dope dealer get up on the stand
and murdered him, right? And then murdered him after he testified.
Yeah, because it is also said, and somebody's probably going to comment, that he was supposed to also testify in the civil suit.
Yes. Yeah. And a matter of fact, he's also dealing with some corruption case within the Dallas. He was a witness.
Yeah, so they're like, nah, he got to go. Yeah. I don't care. Nobody say, I'm going to just go ahead and put the word allegedly in there because, allegedly. We don't want to get in trouble. I strongly believe that allegedly that the Dallas Police Department has something to do with Joshua Brown's murder.
And I want you guys to think about this for those of us that don't know. For you guys that don't know, the Dallas Police Department has 3 different police unions. A black one, a white one, and a Latino one.
Right.
What the hell you must have some serious racial problems when you have the police can't even get along with one union.
But think how odd it is, too, that they have a black woman at the helm. So, to me, that says that this black woman, I can't remember her
She gonna do anything her white daddy does.
Basically.
That's pretty much it.
She ain't calling the shots, she taking them.
And did you see the interview with Judge Mama, what's her name?
They call her Mammy the Tammy.
Yeah, Tammy the Mammy. and she's trying to clean it up like, well, I was just doing
Yeah.
it. Nah, bitch. It is unprofessional for you to show any kind of sympathy to either side as the gatekeeper of the law. You're not supposed to do that.
Right. Right.
Period.
And Jonelle says clearly they
She needs to
got
be
their
disbarred.
own distribution in their own states.
Yes.
No one drives to
To
another
another
state to
state.
buy weed from a high-profile witness at that.
Yeah.
Right. So to your point too, Jonelle, it's like, okay, I just got off of being on television
Yes.
around the world. Because everybody around the world was
Mhm.
watching around the world,
Yes.
right? Soon after I get off the stand, I'm finna be sitting in my parking lot with a bunch of weed, and I'm finna just be going
In
back
a
to
white
being,
neighborhood.
Yeah, I'm about to go back to being the Don, the weed
Right.
Don, you know.
I mean, but wait, for those of you guys that don't know, when I do the YouTube video on this, I want you guys
Hey, Pamela.
to tune in to the Demetra K show or my show. Dave Chappelle did a skit on every time a black person's murdered, the police sprinkle crack
Right.
around them.
Exactly.
You know, it's always
Right.
a drug issue.
Right.
You know, so
Right.
I mean, you know, but that was very prophetic of him
To
too.
me, it was just like, that was an insult on everybody else. Like, y'all really think we that stupid? Oh, well, they found some drugs. Next.
Right. Right.
I guess he was doing something,
Mhm.
you know.
Mhm.
Right. And so Jonelle says it's a lot of house slaves to Stephen,
Mhm.
things to keep Candyland in order for their
Yeah.
comfort. Absolutely.
Absolutely, yeah. But it's
and-
scary. It's a, you know, the world. I mean, the world's scary as it is, but it's scary that the people that you pay to protect you are murdering you.
Right. And so Eric says, but he got murdered after she got a 10-year victory. Right. And so I'm not really sure where you're going with that, but 10-year victory, I know why you call it victory because she got a slap on the wrist.
Slap on the wrist, basically.
But again, he was supposed to testify in a civil suit. And a lot of people are also thinking he was shot to send a witness, a message to other witnesses who are thinking about testifying against the police.
Yes.
Because they said he was shot in his mouth. I don't know.
Yes, he was.
So
Yeah.
he's shot in his mouth.
That's a mafia, or not mafia, but that's a obvious symbol.
Yeah, that's
of keep your mouth closed.
Right. And so that's what the word on the street is, as well as they were sending a message to any other witnesses that, hey, this could be you too. You don't keep your mouth shut.
Right.
So and Sydney says yes, they do a background check before the case.
Yeah.
The question I'm asking: did the state give that information to defense? Now you have an appeal.
Good point.
And so the information in regards to him being a drug dealer,
Right.
but then again, to Sydney, you being in law, I mean, wouldn't that be the defense's job as well to vet or I guess do a background check on witnesses that are potentially damning to the case of your client? Because it sounds like he was the most damning witness that the state called. And so to me, I would just think the defense would do a good job and turn over every stone to find, because they found something on the girl, you know. And then you say, again, I ask you, what
do you want to move
to
Houston?
To Houston? I mean,
she ain't no punk.
Right. No. And you say, they said Louisiana has 2.
Yep.
And then you also say
has 2 unions, different
they have
unions,
2 different unions, and
Wow.
New York has 2.
That makes no sense.
So
if
Dallas has 3.
Yeah.
Because I did hear that, black, white, and Hispanic.
Right, but the thing is, though, I'm just saying, if you're the thin blue line is supposed to be one thin blue line. I mean,
well, that goes to show you that they have issues, you know, amongst themselves, but they gonna stick together when it comes to screwing the people, you know. Because if you think about it, they got a black police chief, a white woman killed a black man. And the white woman's Mary Boo thing was a Mexican man.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Like, you can't make this stuff up. You know? Hey, Al, he said you got those braids done in Africa.
Nope,
Africa,
right here in the United States.
Africa, Riverside, California. And Sydney says, I have questions about this whole situation, as do everybody. You know? And it's like, how dare them? Let this Negro get up there. Well,
yes.
It was discovered.
She was reasonable.
You know, it was discovered that he had this weed and, you know, these cartridges.
What does that got to do with him?
So this was a drug hit. It was sort of a drug deal gone wrong. And so there you have it, people.
Yes, and look, and we got the suspects. Case closed.
That's what I'm saying.
Done.
Right. Who got some fresh donuts around
Right,
here?
right. And sprinkle that crack on.
Exactly.
That way there's no doubt. We
Right.
found crack around
They
him.
laughing.
Yeah.
They'll talk about the old sprinkle some crack on them.
But it's true. Have you guys noticed that?
Right.
Every time there's a dead drug dealer, they sprinkle crack or something.
Right. Right.
Oh
Yeah,
my
he got
God.
some crack residue
Yeah.
on his lips or something. And
We'll check you guys out
Cindy
next
says
section.
he was not shot in the mouth. So I didn't
Okay.
get any verification.